should be live, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's doing whatever it wants.
Live from Frederick and in Martinsburg and
also Frederick.
Thursday night.
This is Thursday Night Live. Yeah, so yeah. Welcome to the Once Real Variety Hour. This is episode number 33. Turns out, isn't that crazy?
Was it 30 or is it 34?
This is 33. You guys were on 32 last week without me.
Okay,
when I checked in for 4 seconds to go, I love you. Bye.
I love you.
You guys I fucking love you. Yeah. And then I went driving off into the night. Had a wonderful night.
Do that again, Nathan. Do that again.
Oh.
Yeah. That's his impression of me. That's me having an emotional moment.
Hung up. Thanks for those wise words there, Vern.
Excellent. So I have some Crown Royal Regal Apple.
Oh shit, that stuff is good. It's very strong.
It is very strong.
I didn't realize that it comes in such a large glass container.
It's quite nice, actually. It fits
huge.
Beautifully in my hand. Like, I love it. It feels good, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I got into a bar fight, this is what I'm reaching for across the fucking deck, you know what I mean? I'm grabbing this, and this is hitting somebody hard.
What's your go-to in a bar fight?
Crown Royal bottle.
Crown and apple.
Specifically the apple flavor.
The apple flavor, though. It's gotta be this one, yeah. So when it hits them, it stings.
Ooh, man, that would kill somebody.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good. So, yeah. What about you guys? What are you drinking? What's this week's? We're not endorsed by Crown Royal, although I would take it if they approached us.
What kind of tea is that, Scott?
It is chamomile with some pure honey in it.
Because Scott doesn't drink when he works. Because he's responsible. More responsible than I am, because I'm going to go into work hungover tomorrow.
Nice.
Just like I did today.
Each his own.
And just like I did the day before.
I don't know how you do it.
I shouldn't.
It's just like, in the night, it's like, man, I'm just gonna have to deal with the consequences tomorrow. Future me is gonna have a hard day, and present me does not care.
Present me is having the best time ever.
Yeah, present me needs this. Fuck you. You're just gonna have to eat a dick, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
That'd probably be pretty fucked.
I've got Sam Adams, the classic.
Oh, what a classic.
Always a good choice.
Solid choice. I'm gonna mix with Pepsi with cherry.
The Crown Royal?
Yeah, with green apple Crown Royal.
Ooh, yes, that is very good.
With cherry Pepsi.
Mix it with either a Coke or Pepsi. It's very good. I've had it once, and I want to try it. What's that?
I wouldn't think the cherry and an apple would work.
Yeah, you wouldn't think, but or maybe I'm just thinking of Pepsi.
So you wouldn't, but it's fucking delicious. So.
What's the verdict, Frank?
It's not bad. Whew. A lot of alcohol. I don't drink like that much anymore.
Yeah,
but that'll be a good. I'll drink this and I'll be fucked for the rest of the night.
I'll ask our most famous question of the beginning of Variety Hour.
Oh, you never get it. Go ahead.
How is everybody's week? How we all doing? Was it a good week? Was it a meh? Or was it a, oh my god, I can't wait for this week to be over type of week?
Kick us off, Nate.
All right. My week was pretty good, though I gotta say, just like every other week in 2021, it has taken for fucking ever. Like, it has been a long week every single time. It's not even a bad week. It's just been fucking long.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know, man. I don't get
Days
it.
drag on.
It's just dragging on, man.
Yeah.
Like, when I think about how it's only been less than 3 months since New Year's.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, it does feel like it's been like a year.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a year. Or an 8-month period or something.
Something like that, yeah. Like it should be August instead of fucking March or whatever.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But I mean, not bad. I mean, you know, It's been pretty productive at work. I feel like I've been able to keep up with everything just fine, and
Yep.
take care of some things I needed to take care of. And
Yeah. Same actually.
lessons, that's a thing.
What's that again?
I've been teaching drum lessons. I just taught my 3rd lesson yesterday.
Oh boy.
Look at that. That's dope, dude.
Bunch of
Good job.
youngsters you're teaching?
What's up?
Bunch of youngsters you're teaching?
I've got 2 students right now. They're 8 and 9. It's a brother and sister. The sister is not sure if she's going to keep doing it, and the brother wants to stick with it. So I'm thinking about hitting up old Shepherd University because they've got well, actually, I already did. I already emailed the person because they've got a program where people from the community can come in and teach lessons if they're qualified and everything, and you can use their space for a fee to do lessons. And then they can, if people sign up with them, then you're basically like working for them as one of their teachers for community people to come in and do lessons. So that way, I don't have to work quite as hard on like advertising for lessons or whatever.
Is this something you could do online? Or
What's up?
actually, I can't imagine doing drum lessons online. That would be very challenging.
Yeah, I did. The first I thought was that I was going to do that and it'd be easy because then I'd be from home. But then I tried it once and it sucks. Sucks balls. It's like this is like good, in person doing lessons. It's a good thing. You get a heart. And then doing lessons virtually, it's like a ball.
Sucking them balls back.
You took that a completely different direction than I think anybody was expecting.
I was expecting it.
There was a part of me that was like, he's gonna say it. This is where this is going, isn't it? That was great.
He's gonna because he was just mentioning it earlier. Oh, if you take that heart,
if you
flip it around,
flip a
that's
heart, it's a ball
sack.
sack. Yeah.
Ball sack.
An S for Smith. Oh no.
Heart, ball sack, heart, ball sack. It's like a mix of both.
Anyway,
You found it.
Anyway,
If you twist your balls, it turns into me.
Oh.
Oh. Torsion. Testicular torsion. Oh no.
Oh.
Now we're a medical podcast. Let's talk about testicular torsion. WebMD's testicular torsion reads the definition.
Let's look it up. I'll ask
Do your balls
Alexa.
hurt? Let us know in the comments.
Alexa, what's a testicular
Oh
torsion?
no, don't do this.
He's doing it.
Testicular torsion happens when a testicle rotates, twisting the spermatic cord that brings blood to the scrotum. The reduced blood flow causes sudden and often severe pain. Testicular torsion is most common between ages 12 and 18.
12 and
It can
18.
happen at any age, even before birth. Testicular torsion usually needs emergency surgery. If treated quickly.
Okay, Alexa.
The worst
Stop.
timing ever. My grandmother's calling us during the podcast while we're listening to the definition of testicular torsion.
Answer and just put the phone up to your computer. And just
All right,
have it.
Hey, Mom, you're live on the podcast. What's going on?
Oh, honey, don't do that. I didn't know you were doing it tonight.
Yeah, we're doing our podcast till 9 o'clock. I'll give you a call after we're done.
Oh, okay, honey. All right, bye-bye.
Hey, love you, Mom. Bye.
Hi, everybody.
Bye. Hello. Nice to meet you, Vern's grandma.
Bye.
Bye. She's a lovely old woman.
Hi, Jeremy.
Jeremy in the comments? Jeremy's in your comments.
I mean, I see him. I see that he's watching. So I'm
Yeah.
saying hello.
Oh, I thought he was in your comments. I was like,
Thank you.
ah.
What's up, my brother Jeremy? Yo. Yeah.
He's coming to the podcast.
Yeah, man. I dig that we have some frequent flyers every week. I like to check in there and see them. Like, oh, hi, hello, friends. How are you? It's been good. How about you, Scott? How's your week been?
It's been not too
We
bad.
derailed pretty hard there with the-
Uneventful, I guess you could say. It's just same
Yeah.
old shit, different day, pretty much.
Feel that.
I feel like there has been stuff, but as I always say, I bleep that shit out of my head.
Okay, that's not healthy, but it's what you do.
Yeah, at some point I might have a brain aneurysm, but
That's not good. You wanna learn that
Also-
song by Nirvana?
You know, it's
Aneurysm?
almost like drinking a beer the night before you have to go to work.
Yeah, man. That's it's really good that you're avoiding drinking the alcohol.
Yeah, especially if you're
yeah.
worried about an aneurysm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I should probably be worried about an aneurysm, but I think I'm gonna keep drinking alcohol.
Wise choice.
Yeah.
I don't think aneurysm you have to worry about it. I think it's more like your esophagus and
All the
your
other
liver.
stuff, yeah. All the other stuff I just abuse constantly on a regular basis.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
True. These
Yeah.
are true facts about brain aneurysms.
These are true facts about the Vernon. The Vernon destroys his voice to perform his music. He also drinks far too much.
18. The Vernon screams out upon a stage to all the females.
You know, this is the thing though. Is like I'm not just screaming for the females, Nathan. Don't put me in that box, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Vernon, who is unbothered by gender and sex. Mates.
How did I know this is the direction you were gonna take this? You know what? Fuck it. I'll wear a dress.
Fuck it. You're a grown man. You can piss yourself.
I'm a grown man. I can piss myself. See, you guys are learning. You guys are learning.
Yeah.
So proud of you.
Yeah. What about you, Vernon?
It's been steady. I've had a lot of work to do. On the like backside of like what you guys normally know about my life. Like I've just been kind of busy hanging out with a friend of mine. We just been kind of doing our thing. Oh yeah, don't do that. Nathan.
Ooh.
Don't. All right. So yeah. So I've been spending some time away from. Yeah. I've also been writing a lot of lyrics while I'm driving around because I'm driving between here and a nearby town. And on that drive, I just kind of blare my music and try to write stuff because otherwise I fucking never get anything done. I come home and I just drink and watch documentaries. Not healthy. Not healthy at all.
Also not healthy.
Yeah.
Or educational.
But educational. Which
Drinking
I can
them
recommend a
double
few things,
Trulies.
actually. If you have never watched the Sound City documentary that Dave Grohl did about Sound City in California,
I watched that documentary.
check that out. It's really good. There's another good one called Muscle Shoals. It's about the Muscle Shoals sound from down in Alabama. Check that out. It's pretty fucking sweet, too. There's a lot of songs that you'll be like, damn, they did that? That's nuts. Another these are free on YouTube, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Another one, we're not sponsored by YouTube. I wish. Jesus Christ. Give me money.
Yo, YouTube, that'd be pretty.
Let me quit my fucking job. I'm so tired. I'm so tired all the time. Yeah, so Muscle Shoals and then All Things, what is it? All Things Must Pass. It's about Tower Records. You guys remember Tower Records when we were kids?
I think so.
I went like once or twice.
No idea.
We had like one that was near us in King of Prussia. But it was like the coolest fucking place ever. It was like a music and electronic and merch and all kinds of shit. It was like Hot Topic before Hot Topic, basically.
Oh shit. Okay.
It was fucking sweet. It was the best. Tower Records. All Things Must Pass. Watch it. If you remember it, you'll remember it. If not, let's go to fucking Japan and let's go check it out because they have some there still.
We can enact
Let's do it.
Japan.
What's that? Say that again, Nathan. You cut out.
Yeah.
We can enact Scott's dream of going to Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna make it to Japan eventually. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do because weed is totally illegal there, so I'm gonna get bored.
That is definitely something a stoner would say, dude.
I'm gonna
Hey,
drink
I'm gonna get
heavily,
so
so
bored.
wish me luck.
I'm gonna get so fucking bored.
We're just gonna have to do a lot of this.
Yeah. Just drink a lot of
Keep me
brown
busy,
apple.
right?
I got questions for us if we want.
You got questions for us.
Oh, we got questions.
I got answers for you, bud.
Awesome. Well,
I've got questions.
Do you? We
No,
don't do-
no, I'm gonna make them up after you ask your questions, just to be a dick.
That's That's a dick
Okay.
move.
I'm gonna answer your question.
With questions.
Yes.
You're gonna. Well, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do this then, because that's just stupid.
He's gonna be like, what's your favorite memory growing up? And Nathan's gonna be like, what's the square root of a pineapple? You dick. Like, what the fuck kind of question is that?
I don't even know how the two correlate, but
What you got, Scott?
okay. What do I got? Scott's got some questions. He's got a lot of questions.
What's Scott got?
What is Scott's got?
It's everybody's favorite part of the week. What's Scott got? We should write this music. I should put it on a soundboard. So,
It'd be like one of those late night shows where.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
dude, it'd be great. It'd be fucking great, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, we're doing it.
All right, yeah. All right, go ahead, Scott.
All right. Well, this is kind of ironic. You mentioned Japan and all that stuff. What's the farthest you have traveled? What country would be the farthest you traveled to?
Ooh.
What, where have we already gone?
Yeah.
Farthest in which direction? No, I'm
Just the farthest distance you've traveled.
I've been a lot of places, Scott. I don't know, probably Kuwait. Kuwait's probably the furthest place from civilization I've ever been.
What's that?
It's Kuwait, just being in the middle of the fucking desert on a camp, doing nothing. Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty far away.
What about you there, Nathan?
I went to Kenya.
Kenya. Okay. Anything?
Bless you.
Well, I know. Thank you. Plenty of interesting crap happened for Vern. I don't even think that's even something I need to ask him.
Yeah. to say the least, the Middle East is interesting. Yes. That would be an accurate summation,
It's an
Scott.
understatement,
I like that.
actually.
Yeah, I like that.
What about you? Anything?
What's Kenya like? What kind of animals are in Kenya?
One part of the trip was a safari.
Ooh.
So we actually went out into the Masai Mara and saw a bunch of the wildlife there.
What was
So-
what was that like? What kind of wildlife?
So a lot of zebras, but over there they say zebras.
Zebra. Yes.
Go ahead.
And what's their native language?
Swahili, right?
Well, Swahili is something that's spoken across a lot of the East Coast, but there's also tribal languages.
Is that like the
will-
main language there though in Kenya? Isn't that like what they speak generally?
Swahili, but there's some people that don't speak Swahili. They only speak their local language of their village.
Oh, like
or
their
whatever.
dialect. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting, and there's a lot of people that do speak English too.
Wow. I wonder what music is like in those tribal settings where it's only just those probably few people in each tribe or town that do music. You know what I mean? Or what it's like when the dialects are so different from place to place.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are kind of ritualistic and things.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine they really haven't broken from the point of using music as almost religious tool or a ritualistic tool versus
Right.
an entertainment tool.
Well, they also have one that's I don't know how ceremonial it is exactly, but the
Yeah.
Maasai people, they'll have music playing with drums and everything, and they'll essentially the thing is you just jump straight up to the beat of the music, right? It's just part of the dance.
That's cool.
And the reason they've got these clubs, right? It's like a stick, and it's got a bulb on the end.
Okay.
that comes out on one side, right? Looks like a miniature cane for a midget or something.
Okay. That's offensive, but okay.
Little person.
A little
cane for
person. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome, Vernon. I know that you are yourself little.
Look, man. There's a lot about me that is in fact little. I got these little hands, little feet. You know how it goes.
Etc.
As you were.
Little
So
hand,
when-
little feet, etc.
The reason that this jumping ceremony is because if a lion comes into their village and they have to kill it, the way they do that, a lion has a horizontal game, right? So the Maasai people play the vertical game. They jump straight up and they take this club and crack the lion on its head. And if they get it right, they'll kill the lion. But if they're gonna die. So they jump a lot at night to practice.
Interesting.
I love it. Oh
Yeah, it's
my
pretty-
god. Can we
Yeah.
write a song and call it Jumping Tigers?
Yes.
But
Sounds
yeah, sure.
amazing.
Instead of the Eye of the Tiger.
Jumping Tigers. I wanted to be like Eye of the Tiger. I wanted to be about overcoming your fears. But I also wanted to be about clubbing tigers in the fucking head. Sorry,
gonna have the
lions.
same-
Oh, you said lions?
Lions.
Lions.
Yeah.
You said tigers initially, but lions is lions then?
Yeah,
Is
man.
it gonna have
So
the same
clubbing
progression
lions
as
in
Eye
their
of the Tiger?
fucking heads. So sorry, jumping lions.
Jumping lions. Yep.
Jumping.
And he's jumping some lions.
And he's clubbing their heads. With the anger and rage of a child.
We got really close to a male lion, actually.
For real?
Yeah.
What was that like?
like
That's scary?
It was cool. We were in a van, or like a little bus van thing, and that was closed off. Like, it was not open for just this reason.
Yeah. Yeah. When you fucking snatched by a lion? Suddenly you find yourself driving off, the lion's like born identitying this shit, hanging off the side trying to maul you. Yeah, no thanks. Good on that.
Yeah.
Put me in a
like
fucking Humvee. Like,
playing in the road, and we drove up to it, and it was like close enough that someone probably could have reached out and like touched his butt.
Jeez.
nope. What the fuck was that? I looked around to see if it was one of my animals.
The place we were staying at for that part of it, a little. I wouldn't call it a resort. It's more like a hotel safari place, but you couldn't fly because there would be like lions traveling.
Alright, what's the background noise? I can hear so much noise right now.
Yeah, what is
Just give it a second.
that?
Give it a second. Give it a second.
What is happening?
Give it a second and I'll explain. Come on. Okay. It's my cat feeder. It's an automatic cat feeder that spits out food I set it to 826 and it spits out, and you can do different portions every time you set it up. It's so damn cool. It's even got this safety feature if it gets up too high that it shuts off and doesn't keep pouring.
That's interesting. Look at that. So you'll never need to pay me again. Your cats are taken care of.
Yeah. Well,
The
they
water,
would have
I guess.
a lot of crap piled up in their cat litter box. That's
Oh,
the
yeah,
biggest-
that's right. Then they'll just start shitting all over the house. I
Even the
also,
water-
Scott, I read a
automatic.
thing. Actually, both of you, I read a thing. I think you'll both appreciate. If you have cats, you should have an equal number of litter boxes as you have cats, plus one.
Yep.
Plus one.
Plus one, Scott, and put it somewhere else other than the two that you already have. And if you can, split them up, put them in different rooms.
Yep.
Cats are super territorial, and what little problems you have with them still shitting on the floor will probably go away. Because they'll have their
That means
box,
more
and then they'll have the
boxes.
box that's like the community box. Like, I use it, you know?
Yep.
Bird uses it, he just comes by.
I stop by. I'm like, hey, Scott. I come in with a newspaper in hand, walk down to your basement, and drop a squat over the litter box, and just drop a fucking deuce, kick the fucking sand over it with my bare feet, put my shoes back on, with my socks not taken off, by the way, put my shoes back on, and walk the fuck out of there. Just like, hey, man, have a good one.
Well, you live just down you work just down the street. Oh, okay, hey, Bird.
Thanks, bro. I feel a lot.
Hey, have a good day, dude.
Community cat litter box, so you know.
Yeah, it's a thing though. Yeah, same equal number as the cats plus one, because if you have the plus one, then they won't fight over like territory, and if you spread them out, then they really won't fight over territory. Like, you have those extra rooms upstairs, you could probably just open up one of those rooms, throw a litter box in there, and just leave the door open. Just let them do their
I'd
thing.
prefer not to do that.
Yeah, no?
I already
Okay.
know the wife would not approve.
Fair.
She would not approve.
Doesn't want that litter box near her. I get it. Cats are gross.
She doesn't want the smell.
Yeah.
She doesn't want the litter brushing because cats, when they, of course,
Get a
cover
kick and shit.
knock
Yeah.
cat litter onto whatever is
Fair.
next to the cat litter box. So.
That's fair. All right. Well, you worked that out with your marital counselor. It's a good idea, I think.
Cat litter box here.
I'll talk to Julie when I come by to take a dump in the litter box. All right. He's like, hey, Julie. Hey, I really think that you and Scott could probably talk about that whole cat litter box thing. By the way, you see the Eagles won. Isn't that cool?
Get your newspaper handy.
Oh my god, it'd be fucking great, wouldn't it?
So what I
Doing
have,
this day.
you know those Tupperware bins that you use to like store things under your bed?
Yeah,
They're
like the giant ones, like a giant Tupperware container.
Giant plastic.
Like if you
container.
wanted to, you could put a tub of spaghetti in there.
Why would you do that?
Well, we're comparing them to Tupperware.
Spaghetti.
That's
You
not what I
said
meant.
Tupperware, yeah. That's all I was
You
like,
did
yeah, you
say
put a
Tupperware.
fucking tub of spaghetti in there, throw it in the fridge.
Just spaghetti everywhere.
Just
So what I
fucking
guess-
spaghetti. Just fucking meal prep spaghetti for a year and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to go to the potluck. I got a whole bunch of spaghetti. Gotta feed everybody.
You're like, Jesus Christ, where did you get all this fucking spaghetti? You're like, oh, I cooked it in January.
Okay, what I meant to say was rubber container.
Yes, I do
Good,
know what you're
good.
talking about.
It's like this deep, and then it's like, fucking 4 feet by 2
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Get 2 of them and like 3 other litter boxes for the mountain cats that I have. Yeah.
Is that the way to do
Which
it?
I'm trying to rehome 3 of them right now.
Oh, you're doing that, huh? Officially?
I'm doing it. I've got 2 of them have a promising application. So you will see.
Is the cat that was like peeing everywhere? Is that one of these cats? Officially?
That's one of them trying
Yeah.
to get rehomed. The other
Yeah.
2, he's gotten better, but the other 2 that I'm rehoming get stressed out and they cause problems.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha. Well, hey, if you're looking for a cat, hit this guy up. He's trying to get rid of cats. One with a special needs as hell. So.
That's not how you sell them there, bro.
It's a lovely cat. It's just special needs, man. It needs special care.
she's got stuff.
Nathan's not gonna lie to him about it. He's not gonna be like, "Yeah, cat's fucking perfect. Just take it home. It'll be fine."
But you don't say something like you special needs.
Yes, you do. That's exactly how you say it. I didn't say it was like fucking. Like, I'm not gonna say it. Oh my god. The cat has medical attention it needs special care for. It's
Well, the way you said it just sounded very derogatory.
oh my god, no!
So, dude, yes, the way you said it sounded so bad.
Fucking cat special needs, man.
Special needs. Yeah.
I don't know how to say it any nicer.
You gotta rewind that and watch what you said.
Oh my god, you know me, I'm the king of being abrasive. That's too fucking funny, I didn't even catch it. My bad. My bad.
Didn't even. It was just like nothing.
That was mine a failure, as they say in German.
Mine a failure?
Mine a failure.
Make
It is
culpa me.
Questions. More
Hit me with a question. Hit me with your best shot.
Dude.
Fire away.
What was the last question? I don't even remember.
Well, the furthest place that
You traveled.
Oh, yeah. Scott, what about you? You didn't answer.
Oh yeah, Brazil.
Brazil. El Tenho Pau.
El Peño. That will forever stick in the back of your mind whenever I mention Brazil.
If we ever go to Brazil, dude, it's fucking on. I'm yelling that on stage. Whoever's there. El Teño Un Pao! El Teño Un Pao! I want them to all just chant it. I want to get a chant going. El Teño Un Pao! How fucking great would that be?
There'll be that one person who's taking a Portuguese class in college, and they're gonna be like,
dude, yes, I want that to happen. I need it.
me too.
It's going to happen.
Necessary. It's necessary.
Bird needs this. He needs that before he kicks the bucket.
It's on my bucket list now. Get a bunch of Brazilian metal fans to yell El Teño Un Pao in a chant.
That is quite a list, dude. That is definitely that could go on my list too, actually.
Scott, we'll share a bucket list item, so we'll be able to cross it off together. That'd be so fun.
It's so fun. Let's do it. Come on. It's so great.
He watches it. Scott sees it and he's just like, "This is it. I can die." We're there. We're in Brazil. We're setting up the show. We're putting it all together, and he's just like, "It's gonna happen. It's gonna fucking happen tonight."
Like, okay, I can die now. If somebody's trying to assassinate me, you can do it right now.
Take me out. John Wilkes Booth me right now.
Okay.
Lee Harvey Oswald me right into the ground.
What's that?
Nothing.
part of that, you should not repeat that.
Well noted. Okay. So next question for you guys.
Yes.
If you had to choose, would you rather be deaf or blind?
It's tough, dude. I don't know.
It is a tough question.
Oh, man. Blind. I don't want to be deaf. I
That's
honestly,
a
as
noodle
much as I'm like,
question.
dude, being blind would fucking suck. I would just like, I'd get a seeing eye dog and fucking a human to take care of me probably. I mean, plus, like, I don't know. I'm already kind of cute. Let's be honest. I could probably find somebody that'd take care of me. Let's be real. But if I was deaf, I can't make music, and then I'm fucked, right? That's the only thing I really got going for me. So.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as a musician, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not Beethovening that shit. I'm not that good. It's Beethoven, right? Beethoven? Deaf ass? Yeah.
Yep. Beethoven.
Got it. Nailed it. See, I'm smart.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
What about you, Nathan?
I think I'd have to say the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
that's probably kind of shitty because, like, I'm a teacher for the deaf and hard of hearing.
Yeah.
But also, you know, I've been doing music since I was actually playing music since I was 10. And also, I've always been very, very interested in music. Like, you know how most kids, like, obsessively watch a Disney movie? Like, they have one Disney movie they just watch over and over and over again for a while?
Yeah.
Like, that was me with Aerosmith and, like, Alice Cooper.
No
Like,
shit.
I had CDs, and that's what I listened to. So, like, I don't think I could give that up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it'd be too much for me.
Yeah.
But you, Scott?
Well, yes.
It's just a tough call here, but I think I would go with being blind, or no, the other one, deaf.
You'd be deaf?
Couldn't choose. I would be deaf, even though I love music and all that stuff. If I was born deaf, I wouldn't even have known the experience of it. And just having vision for me I just feel like that's more important. It's just being able to experience things visually rather than audibly is a lot more important to me.
I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
So to further define your question, are you talking about which would you rather do? Suddenly become blind or deaf, or be born that way?
I guess born that way, I guess if you want to think of it in that term.
Ooh. Born that way? I guess I'd still probably choose blind.
If it was
Tough.
born that way, I would probably do deaf.
So this is the only reason I say blind is because I already have like the mind's eye thing. So I still feel like if I had blindness, I'd still have some version of a mind's eye, even if it has no idea what the fuck it's doing because I was born blind, right?
Yeah.
You probably still have some level of that as a blind person. You know, I wonder how much of that is necessary or leans on me having had some visual association beforehand. I don't know. Either way, getting too specific probably. But
No, I mean, it's a solid question. That's like asking, does a blind person dream in visual sense? And I think there's actually an answer. I think people who, excuse me, people who are born blind don't. They dream of sounds and things, but they don't actually.
that sounds fucking terrifying.
Dream of sounds.
They
Interesting.
were born seeing.
Holy shit, that sounds terrifying.
How do you dream of? They can just hear it and everything else is just black. Is that what you're saying?
I guess,
Yeah.
or like you think of it, I don't know. I guess if that's all you know.
Maybe it wouldn't be that
Yeah.
scary. I don't know. I feel like with all my anxiety, I would just fucking curl up in a ball and die in the fetal position.
Oh,
Maybe you wouldn't have anxiety if you're blind. You have a.
Sky, you're onto something. Poke my eyes out, bro. Let's go.
Huh?
I said what?
Just you
I
be-
said poke my eyes out, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say something, but I retract that.
I retract that statement.
it's okay. Neither of us heard what you said anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's cool.
I didn't even say it actually, so I didn't need to retract it. I just retracted it in my mind.
Fair.
Track theoretical happening.
I'm gonna theoretically retract a statement. Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Fucking.
Okay.
What do you got? What's another one? I love what Scott's got. It's the best question and answer list ever.
Some questions about a cot.
If you needed a cot, what length would it be? Like 6 foot probably. Cool, man. Got it. The fuck?
Do you believe there is something that happens to us after we die?
Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's a deep question to ask. I think I kind of believe in reincarnation a little bit, but then at the same time, I think I was like a bird in a past life.
Why do you say that?
Well, man, I got really weird bird-like tendencies sometimes.
Like this?
Piece of some seeds on the sidewalk.
I was like, holy shit, those look good as fuck. I see a little tuft of grass out there after they mow the lawn, and I'm like, holy fuck, I could build a nest. Yeah, it's... Holy shit, that looks like my new house. Holy fuck. Fucking A. I'm gonna get right up underneath of a window ledge somewhere and put a fucking nest. And then I'm like, the fuck? No, I'm gonna go to my apartment. I'm a person. Yeah, bird-like tendencies. Sometimes I waddle around with my wings back. You never know, man. It's all good.
I think you're more of a bat because you like to live
A
in the dark.
bat? That's my favorite animal, Scott. What? Look at you. It's like
I didn't know that was your favorite animal.
it's somewhere between like a bat or maybe like a dog. I like dogs, man.
What about you, Nathan?
All right. So I was raised in a very Christian church. Right?
You never actually got an answer out of me. You're just like, all right then. Nathan.
Yeah, Vernon, what the hell? What do you think? What do you actually... We need to get a full answer from you first.
That's true.
I was just like,
Said he
I just
believes in
misled the whole
reincarnation.
thing. I don't know. I don't know, Nathan. You go.
I have to say that there's a lot of not sureness because I think the only seriously inquired about it on my own has been in the past few years or something. Because before that, I either just accepted whatever I was told, or I just wasn't thinking about it very much. Is he thinking about it? Like growing up, it was always just like, you die and then you go to heaven or you go to hell, and if you do what they say, you get to heaven, and that's good. Then everyone goes to hell. It's like, so then, later on, things start to, certain other parts of that belief system just sort of break down and don't seem to be sufficient for explaining things about life, things about how things actually work. You find discrepancies, you find inconsistencies, and you find logical fallacies, and this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. It breaks down. But throughout that time, also, I was not really thinking about, well, what is it actually? So I don't know. It makes sense that reincarnation would be a thing. And I say that only because it would not make sense for us to have just one shot at a life during this time period in which our body exists on the, temporal plane. Like, so like you got aspects of yourself that transcend the four-dimensional plane, right? So they're talking about talking about your soul or your spirit or whatever. That's something that's not bound by space or time. And so who's to say that if your body dies, that also means that your spirit or your soul is also going to die, right? And granted, the Christian faith would say the same thing, because then, it would be an eternal thing, hell would be eternal thing, whatever. But I think what makes more sense is that, like, and without getting into any, like, real justification or argument, that heaven and hell are sort of a state of being that you carry with you as you walk through your life, and that our consciousness, our center of awareness, is something that sort of exists within some sort of physical avatar, I guess you could say. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, but basically, like, something that carries that for its time on Earth to experience creation itself, and that center of awareness is connected. It's sort of like a spindle that rises up out of an eternal ocean of consciousness, I guess. The common comparison is the wave out of the ocean. It comes up and then it falls back into it, and then it's just back into the ocean. And that when it's rising up, it comes up to a peak, and that is sort of like your individual self that comes up into a body or whatever. So I think the reincarnation thing makes more sense to me, only because it does not make sense that a soul is initiated sense into a physical body, and then no matter what the circumstances you're born into, if you don't do it right, you're damned eternally. It just that thing doesn't make sense, because then you end up with all these weird questions, like, or these weird inconsistencies, like, what about, if we're coming from the perspective of like a Christian thing that says you need to do the Christian thing in order to get to heaven, then that's it. Well, what about people who live on an island somewhere who will never have access to that stuff? Well, it's like, on one hand, it's like, well, either there's some other way to do it, or
That's a really good question. I've never heard that before. What if there's somebody on an island that's never heard of it before, and you could never bring it to them? Do they deserve to go to hell? It's like,
honestly, that has always been in the back of my head lately. Honestly,
yeah.
What you're saying right there is like, if they haven't had access to it, are they damned? Because they don't have those beliefs. But at the same time, I'm viewing it at the point where it's like they haven't had a chance to actually, there wasn't a missionary who met with them, therefore they never had a chance. Just like a child who dies young, they're not damned. So a person who never knew is more likely to have a chance, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's like,
Fair.
but like, to me that seems like a huge inconsistency, not considered. Like if that kind of question, which is very obvious if you sit and kind of think about it, and I guess if you're not like in the church, it's not really a question that comes up at all.
I feel like it's like an easily smoothed over thing, like by somebody with like a deft hand in a situation who's asked that too. Like I feel like most people in the church that'd be like clergy or individuals of like power in the church. If you ask them a question like that, they'd just be like, "Well, yeah, but like of course they're welcome into heaven. We're not gonna like scorn them for not knowing, but it's like that's not what we preach otherwise. But they're just gonna always go. They're gonna default to like, yeah, we're all loving, dude. That's how it works.
Deflect.
Yeah.
It's like a real answer. That doesn't answer anything.
It's like, all right, let's take it even deeper, Mr. Pastor. What if one of them were gay? What if they were gay and living in a tribe that's never heard of Christianity? Do they still go to heaven?
Right. But yeah, these questions. It's like I think what gets me is that a lot of times what people get so caught up in. I mean, I have experience with Christianity, but this is true for basically any belief system, any religion, and anything. Is that people get so caught up in the theology of it. And the thing is, so many people within the same religion will disagree about theological issues like that. And really all you're talking about is academics at that point. And it's like, if academics don't line up, does that even matter? Like, why would that matter at all?
Right.
So to me, it seems like there must be some other way to approach it. There's got to be something else besides that. Like, it's not just like, oh, I went to seminary and I learned all the right answers, so I'm going to be definitely...
Is that what it's called, seminary?
What's up?
Is that what it's called, seminary?
Seminary, Bible college, basically.
Yeah, I never heard it called that. My aunt went to Bible college, and I never heard it called that. Now I'm questioning if she ever went to Bible college. I'm looking at you, Dawn.
Seminary is when you want to be for something.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's not what she does, so...
Okay, yeah. Scott, you were about to say
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, like, we had John Sampson come in the other day for one of our variety hours. He was talking about the Baha'i religion and how their belief is that all these different religions has their own truth to it.
Yeah.
And if you pick one, you're still in the midst of, you're connected in some way, but
You're selling yourself short, too, if you only pick one, is how I've always felt. Because I'm like, come on. It's something to learn from everybody, right? Gotta get out there. Gotta learn a thing or two. I gotta grab another drink to mix this with. There's not a fucking chance I'm drinking it like this. Can you imagine me over here?
So I get the feeling that, like, if that a religion is a lot more like a practice to reach a certain kind of end goal. Like most spiritual practices, they have. If you look into the main figure of each one of those, you have a character, well, a person who is like the highest level of realization or enlightenment or whatever you want to call that. And so Buddha, you end up with Christ, you end up with I guess Muhammad. I don't really know anything about Islam. I don't really know, but I'm assuming Muhammad would be a prophet, that kind of thing. Basically, these people reach this deepest or highest level of realization or enlightenment, and then people create this practice around that individual, and then they fuck it all up. And I feel like that happens all the time.
well, yeah, even
Well, I think what happens most of the time too is that people will start to worship that religion rather than that which the religion worships. I feel like that's inevitable for most of the time.
I think we talked about that too after we actually got off of that one podcast with John. It was something Nathan and I had like a discussion about, which was like, I wonder, how long does it go before that turns into that, basically, How long
Before
can you
the-
have before somebody comes along that's like, no, this is the right way, and people are like, you know what, I think that guy's onto something, and now suddenly there's sects of Baha'i, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not because of the initial bedrock of what would set that up. Just like in the original Christianity, it was based on the teachings of Christ,
Right.
who was the enlightened being. I mean, the highest level of, realization, complete God realization is essentially becoming the highest level of, or the most one with God itself. Like, you essentially become...
That was the most chaotic timing for that. You're like, to be the most enlightened being, and it looked like light shined in through your room because the cat's bright white. I was like, oh fuck, it's happening.
Yeah.
it's the rapture.
Nathan was chosen. I was not.
Oh. I have gone from Nathan the Gray to Nathan the White.
Nathan, well, you were already Nathan the White.
No, I started out Nathan the White, and then I was Nathan the Gray, and now I'm just.
Oh, okay, gosh.
Thank you.
Got old, making you young again.
Yeah, but like, oh shit, I forgot what I was saying. I was on to something good there.
Damn you, cat, for interrupting.
Gotcha. Something about enlightenment.
Yeah, something about enlightenment. I don't know.
Something enlightenment. Rapture. Yeah.
So like, these individuals, they set the bedrock of these practices, right? Well, they come and they are fully enlightened. They're fully realized. They're one with God, and they're essentially acting as a direct channel of God to everyone else. And they're teaching just truths. They're not like the phrase that I like to say to myself about this is like God is not a Christian. You know, God is not a Muslim. God is not a Buddhist. God is not any of that. It's just we chose a three-letter word to describe this, whatever it is. You know, that is too much for us to actually comprehend with our mind. It's literally impossible. So you have this mouthpiece of God, and then people create practice around it, and then they call this practice a religion, and then over time, that religion becomes just the practice, the tradition, the things people get disagree because they're getting too caught up in their head about it. They're trying to come up with these systems of thought to make it work into their own little boxes, and oftentimes there's a lot of motivation, selfish motivation, which poisons the whole thing anyway. And then, you know, they create all these other things on top of what's already there because they're just contraptions of the mind, basically. So I think this kind of thing, you essentially just create this system of thought when really thought is something that only exists as part of the mind, which comes up in humans. It's not actually what spirit is, you know? So like the theology and all this stuff, there's nothing wrong with it, but like essentially talking about just systems of thinking, you know, which is a sort of it becomes a moot point after a while, I think.
That's a deep and intrinsic way of looking at it, and I like it.
Yeah, sorry I took the soapbox there.
No, it was good. It was a good. I'm just gonna clip this. I'm gonna put like really, motivating music behind it, like atmospheric, like. Stuff like that, yeah.
And they'll have one of those like the movie music where they have the horn section. It's like, bah!
Yeah. When you get to a point where it feels like the arc of the rant happens, and then I'm gonna clip it up. It's gonna be clipped up a little bit, right? Where it's gonna cut in and out. It's gonna be like, and that's why, you know, we have to look at. It's gonna be like that. I got it. It's gonna be great. We're gonna use that as an advertisement for the Variety Hour.
Beauteous.
Make it like a movie trailer with like this summer.
This summer, a new series with Once Revealed.
Join them every week, 8 p.m. Eastern. They have questions.
We want to finish up with one last question,
a hot
guys.
singer. Yeah, hit me. What's another one?
Yeah, one more. Let's do it.
I got another one. I'm gonna skip that one. Okay, if you went touring as a headliner for a band, for a big band or a famous band, which band would you want to tour with?
Who do I want to have open for me? Is that what you're asking?
No. Who would you want to open? Who would you actually? I guess headline. That's the use.
No, you're saying you want who do you want to open for, basically?
Yes. Who do you want to open for? Which?
Trying to think. Nathan, do you have anything off the top of your head?
I mean, I'm just gonna go with my teenage dreams here and say Metallica because
That'd be so
dope.
sick, wouldn't it? Oh my god. It'd be
Can you
crazy.
imagine that? Like,
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
It would be like meeting demigods or something. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. No shit, huh?
yeah. Like, oh my god, Zeus. Oh,
Oh, whoa.
please don't. Oh.
Is that real? They're really out there? Yeah, that'd be crazy. Fuck, I don't. Scott, go ahead. I'm still thinking.
If I wanted to tour with some guys, I would want to tour with some cool guys. I think Metallica, there's a lot of ego, too much of an ego with that band in general. So I don't know that I would go with them. They seem like kind of douchey.
I'd be willing to deal with that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I can deal with them being douchey if it meant, touring with Metallica.
Touring with.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I was given the option, I definitely would not turn it down. That's for sure. But
It's tough for me to say anything like would not be something I wouldn't be excited to tour with. If you have a tour coming up and you need a supporting act, let us know. Like, fucking, I'm not gonna turn anything down. Why the fuck would we? It'd be so much fun. Who cares? I don't know. I
do.
Well, Scott says he cares. Scott will judge your band. That's fucked up, Scott. What if it was like Slayer? You're gonna judge Slayer? Slayer's not a band anymore. They're not doing shows.
Well, if they're a bunch of douchebags, I will judge them.
Wow, calling you out, Slayer.
I'm not calling them out. I'm just saying.
I'm not calling them out. Please, no, anything but that.
I'm just saying if they
There'll
were
be a
just
song out in 2
douchebags-
days named "Cunts Revealed."
Cunts revealed.
It'll be about firebombing hospitals or something.
What band?
They're Slayer. You know what they write?
Honestly,
Nathan's face.
oh,
What's that?
I have not listened to very much Slayer at
Oh,
all.
well, they're very offensive. A lot of the stuff that they write, it's very offensive. It's not very politically correct. Scott, you might like it.
Slayer. I don't like their I'm not really a fan of the guitarist style of guitar solos.
Oh, yeah, they're just kind of fucking wacky out there. Just
There's so
It's like noisy
just
almost.
dissonance
Yeah.
to the max.
Yeah. It's a very punk rock solo style, right?
I guess, yeah.
Notes. Just hitting notes. Are they the right notes? Doesn't matter. You're only a half step off. You'll get the right ones
Like-
eventually.
When Buckethead goes off his just melodic stuff and starts doing robotic shit.
That's me as a musician though. Is it right? I don't know. Is it close enough? Probably.
That's your motto, Vern.
That's me, man.
Close enough, probably.
I think if I had to choose, like, Metallica would be a crazy choice to tour with though.
Yeah.
If I had to choose like something more like, oh my god, they're not like mythical beasts or anything like that. I don't know how else to describe it, man. Like, that's crazy.
They're fucking demigods. or something.
Yeah, like
rock demigods.
non-mythical beasts level of like touring with somebody would probably be like you know what band comes to mind a lot for me is Lamb of God, because I really like Lamb of God, but we are not in their scene at all. Like, we're not near heavy enough. Yeah, maybe something like Every Time I Die, because they kind of do like the singy screamy thing. Maybe we could fit in somewhere in there. That'd be kind of cool. I think of it from like a business perspective, because that's just me being me. But like the other one that's like a dream would probably be like Foo Fighters, because I fucking respect the shit out of Dave Grohl's music. Like, dude's fucking genius.
That would be badass. And Dave Grohl's cool as shit.
He's cool as fuck. Yeah, it'd be cool to meet the coolest guy in rock and roll, right? Like,
Right. And you get to
fuck?
hang.
kind of question's that? Yeah.
Yeah.
The rule though is, gentlemen, if we ever make it that far, you can't not be cool. You gotta be cool. Be cool.
You gotta be cool.
Be cool, man.
You can't.
Just be cool.
You can't become the douchey demigod. Of rock.
Don't ask for an autograph. That's not how you become a demigod.
Can't do the Axl Rose thing.
You can't be Axl Rose. That's true.
Can't be Axl
Yeah.
Rose.
It's
You
like
guys ever
Axl
see
Rose heard, like, don't be super fucking nice to them. They won't respect you. And he was like, all right, I got something for that. They're really going to respect me.
Do you guys ever see the footage of him? Like, there was a guy in the crowd who was taking pictures, and he pointed out.
Yes.
So I'm like, get that motherfucker. Get him.
Get
Fuck
him.
it, I'll do it.
Get him out of here. Fuck it. I'll get him. And he jumps in the fucking thing.
Jumps in the crowd.
While they were playing
smacks
fucking
the guy in the head.
Rocket Queen, right? He's like, it's so fucking cool. Could you imagine being in that show though? The vocalist is like, I'm gonna fuck that guy up into the stage. What the fuck is that?
He literally dives into it.
He did, dude. He went for it. That's gonna be me, boys. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see somebody with a camera and be like, get that fucking camera. There's gonna be like 7 other people with cameras. Be like, dude, what the fuck?
Dude, too much opioids.
Pills.
Scott.
Pills.
Pills.
Too much
Pills. Yes.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
think
god.
that brings us to the end of the
For
hour.
legal purposes, I
Yes.
can't tell that story on the podcast. So
I think we are.
we
we
reached
hit
an hour.
that
Scott's like, it's 9 o'clock. I'm ready to get off. I'm tired.
I am. I took
guy's
this
got a
medication.
sleepy
It's making me real
boy.
drowsy, guys.
Okay. I mean, it's not like you have to
Take
drive
my
very far.
nap
Right?
today.
Yeah, I feel you. We're gonna have to start doing weekend rehearsals or something. We might need to schedule something this weekend if we have time. I know you were talking about it, Scott. You wanted
Not
more
Sat-
rehearsal.
I got plans Saturday.
You have like church Saturday too, don't you?
Well, it would be on computer because church is not really a thing at this
Virtual
point.
church?
Yeah.
Chirchual?
Chirchual.
Virtual.
Why are they not calling it that?
I think
Alright, you know what? On that note,
On that note,
this has been the Once Revealed Variety Hour. You've been great. We've been intoxicated, or at least I've been. Yeah, just me probably mostly. Thank you all for being so well dressed. Join us next week for your churchual experience. Good night.
Bloodshot eyes, a sleepless night. I'm counting